Hey everyone, welcome back to Endless Money Pits. This is my 2000 BMW 328i, and today I'll show you how to fix some common problems with the sunroof and how I got mine running smoothly again after neglecting it for more than 10 years. The sunroof in this car has never had a problem opening, but it hasn't closed with the one-touch switch in a really long time. I always have to hold the switch to get it closed all the way, and I can hear the motor working hard to overcome the resistance. There ended up being a few different things contributing to this, so let's dig in. Here are the tools that I used for this job. Electric screwdriver, T25 Torx bit, T10 Torx bit, 2 tiny flathead screwdrivers, an angled pick, and a magnetic bowl. For this job I also needed silicone lubricant, waterproof grease, a toothbrush, cotton swabs, rags, gloves, a towel, and a step stool. There are links in the description for everything I used. First of all, anytime your sunroof is acting up, you should try recalibrating it by holding the tilt button for about 30 seconds until you hear the motor move a small amount. This can often resolve issues with the sunroof not opening, closing, or tilting completely. If your sunroof is stuck open, you can close it in an emergency with a 4mm hex after removing the sunroof motor cover. If you want to get the glass or the sunshade to move smoothly again, we'll have to go deeper. The first obvious problem with my sunroof is that the tracks are full of dirt and debris. The last time I lubricated these tracks was 11 years ago, and I must have used grease or some kind of thick lubricant because it looks like I put something sticky in there that was really good at attracting stuff. You should use a light lubricant like this silicone spray and plan on reapplying it as necessary, probably once every 2 or 3 years. I'll start by removing the 6 screws securing the sunroof glass. Now the glass can be lifted out and set aside. The sunshade on this car is also sticking, so I'll remove it too. The clips on the right side of the car snap into plastic sliders inside this track. You don't need to unclip them like I'm doing here, just pull the sunshade out with the plastic sliders. I'll include a link below for a sunshade repair kit that includes new parts. I used WD-40 silicone lubricant to both clean and lubricate everything that slides. You might want to protect your headliner for this part. I didn't worry about it because I want to replace my headliner soon, but when I was done, it looked like I only got the edges of the sunshade dirty. Rags are good for wiping down the larger areas, but I really needed a toothbrush, a lot of cotton swabs, an angled pick, and at least 30 minutes per side to remove all the gunk. Make sure to slide the sunroof carrier back and clean the tracks underneath it. Unfortunately, the tracks go pretty far back into the roof, so we can only clean the front portion of the tracks without removing the headliner and dropping the whole sunroof mechanism. When everything's as clean as possible, put down a final layer of lube and do it all again on the other side. I also gave these parts a good cleaning before reinstalling the sunshade. Okay, I'm going to show you some things I figured out on the sunroof. The plastic clips that slide into this rail, they have holes on one side, and the holes have to face down for the dimples on these clips to fit into them. So that's one thing that I did wrong. I think it was like that when I pulled it out. So after I've fixed that, the sunshade is sliding smoothly now. Let me go over to the other side. I'll show you something else. On the driver's side, I got this slider thing. That was off its track, like just a tiny bit. The track on that thing, it was just off track, and so it had a lot of resistance, and that was giving the sunroof a big problem, on top of all the grease and dirt and stuff. Okay, and then also, I should have replaced these things. This, I think, has something broken off. Should have replaced both of those things if possible. The clips on the other side were still in good shape. Install the plastic sliders with the holes facing down, and slide the metal clips into them. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it would be way easier to put the sliders onto the clips first, and then put the sunroof into the track. I don't know what I was thinking. On the left side of the car, these pieces need to fit into the track before sliding them into place, but they're really easy to bend, so make sure not to. By the way, you can now support the channel by purchasing this awesome design, available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and in a bunch of different colors as well. Check for a link in the description below. The screw holes on the underside of the glass need to fit into this slot on both sides of the sunroof, which looks like a challenge, but as long as you drop the glass in straight, everything should line up. Install all 6 screws, but don't tighten them yet. You'll need to look at the glass from the outside and make sure it's flush with the roof before you fully tighten the screws. At this point, you might need to do the recalibration trick again, but my sunroof seemed to be working fine. If you're still having issues, there's one more thing I know of that you can try. Pull down the sunroof motor cover from the rear, and be careful not to break any of the clips. Disconnect the wires from the button by pulling the connection apart. Remove the 3 screws securing the sunroof motor and try not to drop it. One of the screws on mine wasn't even tight. That one wasn't even tight. The gear on this motor was full of gunk, so I cleaned it out with a toothbrush and applied a healthy amount of waterproof grease. I haven't added grease to this in almost 15 years, and that was probably a mistake. I think I'll just clean it and add more grease every time I lube the sunroof tracks from now on. I tried to clean the worm gear too, but I could only reach a small portion of it. There's not much you can do about what's up in there. After reinstalling the motor, it needed to be calibrated again before it would function properly. The front of the cover slides into the headliner, and it has clips on the sides and the rear that you'll need to press into place. Leave a comment below if this video helped fix your sunroof, or if you have any other tips that I left out. I've already made a bunch of E46 videos, and now there's more on the way, so check those out before you go. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more of the best DIY videos on the internet. And until next time, just keep throwing money at it.
If you're killing humans, you've already lost. Which is good news!